Ampai, Thanathip Namsanga from FFT, Business Innovation Management. Now I'm talking to Kun Franky from Germany, founder and CEO of Coconut Home Family Resort and our own creative group in Khao Phang Province. Kun Franky is living and working in Thailand for 32 years now, and he is a self-made business owner and entrepreneur. Hi, Mr. Frank.
Hello.
Hello,
So,
I'm intrigued by the story behind Coconut Home Resort and your role in its creation. Could you share what inspired you to start this business? What led you venture into the resort industry? And was there a particular moment or motivation that drove you to embark on this business journey?
okay. So there's several points that led me to do start Coconut Homes. The first one was that when our boys Martin and Christopher, when they were smaller, we traveled a lot around, like in Southeast Asia, Thailand, mostly Thailand, but also like Laos and Vietnam. And we did what is called road trips. So we were driving around with our car, and then we went from hotel to hotel, resort to resort, stayed one night here, 2 nights over there, and then stayed longer where we really liked it. But the thing was that we always found it was very difficult to find resorts that welcome families with children. You have always rooms for 2 people, or otherwise you have to rent like a big villa or something like that. But most of the resorts and hotels, they don't have this, or it's super expensive. And then the other possibility is you have 2 rooms, but then sometimes there's like a room in between, so you have to run back and forth and make sure that the children are okay, or you have to separate, which is very bad in a holiday, that you have mom with 1 kid here and dad with 1 kid there. So this is not a family holiday, right? So, and we were a little bit distraught and also disappointed by this, experiencing this, that there's very few people or businesses in the hotel industry who really cater for families. So I thought this is a good niche to fill, also here in Thailand, right? So we thought that the best to do would be to have like and also it was not the atmosphere in most of the hotels, especially the big ones. There's no, the guests are just a number, and there's no personality, in it. So you don't have the feeling of like being home or really being welcome. Okay, you are paying guest, of course you're welcome, but only for that. So we had like the idea to do something small, which is also relatively easy to manage. So which means that if you have for whatever reason all of your stuff is gone, we can run it by ourselves if push comes to shove, and then we do it for families with children. So we created the swimming pool that it's suitable for families with children. We have a shallow end, where the kids can play, and it's children friendly. So we had like more than 100 children learned how to swim in our swimming pool, which is very nice. And we created the bungalows so that the families they have 2 bedrooms, 1 kid's bedroom, 1 master bedroom. They have a small kitchen, so the parents, because also food and everything in restaurants is very expensive.
Yeah.
So the mother or father, the parents, they can do some food for the kids, some spaghetti or something like that from time to time if they don't want to go out at night. And it's like a mini home, so to say, but in a resort facility. And then we have a small coffee shop there with like pancakes and breakfast also catered for children or families with children, homemade cake and stuff like this. And in total we have 8 rooms, and so that means the maximum capacity that we have over there is 27 guests, adults and children, all together. So this is like a number where you are able to have a relationship with your guests. You know their names. They're not just a room number, and you have many good talks, and a lot of friendships have been built up in this time as well. So we have a lot of returning customers or guests, and many of them became friends, close friends to us, which is much nicer than having just like a business where you have strangers coming in and out, all the time. So I don't want to do this. This was never anything that I would like to do, and also my wife wouldn't want to do this. So we did it for ourselves, like our own sanity, also, to be able to run a business with a heart and soul, and not just as a money maker business or something like that, and catering for families with children. So if you take all this into account, then you see why it's called Coconut Homes Family Resort, right? So this is all included there. So homes, that means it should become a home for the guests instead of just being like a hotel. And and the home it is. So many people, they refer to us now, and so we are coming home, even though they stay like 11 months per year in Germany or Switzerland or wherever. But if they come to us, they feel home and welcome, and we are like a big family all together. And I really love that, and this is what drives me to continue, or to start the business and also to continue the business. So I don't get bored. I don't ever feel that it's becoming too much. It's good, and exactly what we planned to do.
So the second question, in the beginning, how did you start with Coconut Home Resort?
The beginning was actually it was one rai of land only. It's very small, and it's a corner piece. And the initial idea was actually basically to build homes for long-term rent or to sell them, or do like a 30-year lease, to potentially foreign customers, which was like my main business before, because we have our own creative group and the Siyi Hills Residence, which is like a villa development, which is like something completely different. But actually this particular land was planned to be a property business too. But I got quite tired of that business at some time. I really felt it becoming a drag. Demands of the customers were very high, while the willingness to pay good money for a very nice villa was like getting like lower and lower. So I just like got a little bit disappointed like by the whole thing, and I didn't want to do this anymore. And then I said to my wife that we do something for ourselves and for the kids also, because when they later grow up, they also need to have business and a future. So we're gonna build up something for them, which is like a sustainable business, which is you don't make a big profit like with like one sale, but then you have a source of income like over the whole year, with the high season and low season, of course. But it's just like you have some permanent income. And then you have guests who make a down payment for the next season, so you have like a constant money flow going, which is much better than like this on and off business, particularly the property business, because if you sell a plot of land with a house, the money in the bank, it doesn't help you. You have to reinvest. I always reinvest, right? So, but then you find that by the time that you need to find a client to buy the property, you lose time, and in that time the prices for the property or for land are going up. So the money that you won in the beginning, you lose later, and I didn't want to do this anymore. So this is why we started, and then the whole thing completely switched, like from an on-off business or like a pure sales business to become the catering industry, hotel business or resort business.
So, how many businesses are you directing or managing right now?
So we have Coconut Homes,
Yes.
family resort, right? Then we have Avalon Creative Group, which is a business aimed for like property and construction. And this is kind of split in half because we have the villa project here, Siyi Hills Residence.
Yes.
But then I also have a construction business, but it all works together. So it's in total it would be 3, but officially it's 2.
Okay, all right. What is your technique to manage all of your business?
Of course, I mean, because we cover a vast array of businesses or of like tasks that need to be done, right? Because the property business is completely different from the catering or business or the resort business. So what is most important to run everything smoothly is to delegate important tasks to trusted employees of yours, which means that the foundation for this needs to be a very good relationship with your staff.
Yes.
So this is the basis of everything, and and the center, that everything evolves around or revolves around the management and the directive, the management, and also the employees.
Yes.
And many people, especially in today's world, they forget this, and they treat the employees like not like slaves, but like something that can be easily replaced. Like, if you do this, then of course you don't have to be surprised if the business doesn't work out, right? So for us, very important to have a good relationship with our employees, and also give them enough trust to do the tasks that they should do.
What principle do you use in conducting business?
It's like basically it's just if you can put it all together, is love, right?
Right.
It means that you love what you do, then you already have like 50% of everything done to be successful. If you love what you do, then it's easier to do it, right?
Yes.
I mean, I also have days where I think like I can't take it anymore, I can do it anymore. You have what seldomly happens, but then from time to time you have a guest or a client that is like a little bit annoying and everything, but you have to be strong and you have to get through it, right? Because nothing lasts forever, so the guest at some point he will go home or whatever, or maybe sell the house, or I don't know. But the most important, other most important things are, and then also the love, also to give it into the work that you do, and also your customers, that you, and honesty also. So you have to like honestly love them, love the customer, without and not in a fake kind of way or something, you can be friendly, but inside you are grumpy or whatever. But you have to, if you really want to do it successfully, you have to be honest and open, and the love that you give needs to be genuine, right? So you really mean it. If you go to someone and you say, well, I really like you, or really like your company, or we had a very good talk yesterday night, when we had dinner together or something like that, it needs to be coming from the heart, and not just like some babble, some blah blah. If it's not if you can't say that because you don't feel that way, then don't say it, right? So this is my principle, at least. Okay, you also have to deal sometimes with people that you maybe don't like, but then you can be a little bit more reserved, but you should try to give your best.
Yeah.
And this is how I do it. But I try to be like honest and frank, honest and frank about like everything that I do.
Yeah.
Plus, also, what is very important, I think, is that if you do a mistake, because we are all only human beings, right? If you do a mistake and you mess something up, just admit it.
Yeah.
You forgot to tell the taxi driver that you have like a pickup at the airport. You can tell the people on the phone. You say like, I'm really, really sorry. Something went wrong, but it's my own mistake. You don't blame it on your staff or somebody else. So if you mess it up, then you admit this.
Yeah.
And in the end, like at least from my experience, what you see that is usually the people they will, if you really honestly say sorry, then the people they will also feel with you and they will forgive you and they say it can happen to anyone. It doesn't really matter. We just like find a taxi at the airport or something like that. And also other things. If something goes wrong, and then even as a director and a CEO of a company, you are in charge and you messed it up. You have to clean it up yourself also. But I know that many people, they don't do it this way.
Yeah.
And then again, it comes to the point like where they wonder why is my business messed up? Why doesn't it work? Why do all the employees run away? You start by yourself.
Yeah.
And also you have to give an example to your employees. If you go along and you say like, oh, okay, this is not. But sometimes I even clean up the dishes, like in the coffee shop or something like that, or I help maybe serving or something when I see the girls are stressed and everything. Then I can also help, or with other things. And then I do work that is not my job.
Yes.
But it doesn't really matter. So I just I help and I'm there for them, and then they say, oh, okay, the boss is also like doing his thing, and I'm not running around like with my nose up in the air and I'm the boss and then you are my slaves and everybody please obey my orders and everything. I also want the employees to tell me if there's something wrong, or they feel something is wrong, or they've been wronged, or whatever. They can always come to me, or they can come to my wife, and we talk about it as like a family, but not say my God to slave, something like this, But and I know that especially here in Thailand also many directors, CEOs of companies, they behave like this. And but then you don't have to sit and wonder why your business is not working, and why you're losing all your stuff all the time, and you have a high fluctuation with people leaving, new people coming, where you lose a lot of time. Also, because then new employees, you always have to teach them, how to do the work and everything. So they, But anyway, people are different. So this is my way of doing things.
Yeah.
And then in like for the customers, we always do what in English is called going the extra mile.
Yes.
Which means that you do more than necessary. We have guests with a sick child in the resort. They say like, oh, our kid is not feeling well, he has high fever. Like what can we do? Where is the clinic? Can we get a taxi to go to the clinic? Now, what I, Franky, do is I jump in the car and I drive with them to the doctor, right? And if it's like a kind of emergency, I would even drive to Phang Nga or even to Phuket with them. but I would never put them in a taxi. If I have the time, right? Because I think this is cold and not nice. And then they always surprised. They say like, oh wow, it's just like, oh, Franky drove us to the doctor, and then they say, oh, you don't need to wait for us. We can take a taxi back. And then I say, no, I wait for you because maybe I have to translate something or whatever. And it doesn't really matter. I wait for you until it's done, and then I send it back. Who does that? I don't think many people do this. No, maybe they would delegate it to an employee or something like that. But I don't. So if I'm there and I can do it, I have the time, then I put in this extra mile and do this. But I do it from the heart. It's not like that I'm in the car and I think, why is this happening to me, or I really don't want to do it or something like that. No, it's from the heart. I really, really love it, to do this. Even though then maybe I have to work longer in the office because I don't get my work done. So it doesn't matter. But it's for the people. And the people, if it's really honestly meant what you do, and then the people and your guests, your clients, they will feel it. Because the most people, I hope still most people, they have left a little bit of this, is like what I call, or many people they call it the gut feeling.
Yes.
And if somebody's lying to you, or somebody is not honest, or somebody does something for you but he doesn't really want to, you feel it. Yes. So, but if you do it with love and passion, the people they will also feel it, and this is always coming back. So I never do something because I want a reward or something like this, or not even a thank you. I don't mind. I do it because I want to, and I love to do it. And to me, this is the key to everything.
So we run into the last question.
Mm-hmm.
How does the company prioritize employee well-being and foster a positive workplace cultures?
Okay, it's an easy one. It comes back to point number 4 that we had, or question number 4, right? I already talked a lot about this. It is basically love and passion. We have some of our employees, they are together with us like for 17 years now. Others maybe 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, 7 years, something like this, So it's we have a very, very low fluctuation. People, they just like stick with us. And this is again because we treat them as human beings and like family. That doesn't necessarily mean that you live all like in the same house or something like that, and you do everything together. But sometimes we eat together. They and my wife, which I'm very grateful of. She absolutely doesn't have this thing like I'm the boss's wife, and there you do this, and I'm sitting here and like with a nose high in the air and something. No, she would sometimes even do like their work, or at least like be together and clean up together, change bed sheets together, clean up the coffee shop together, or something like that, or work in the gardens or something like that. So she's always there and mostly doing more, so that the employees they see like, oh wow, it's our boss, boss's wife. She's like wow, working herself also, and it makes the whole feeling and the atmosphere like for the employees is like completely different then, because they don't feel being like put down. They feel that we are like one, and we are all together. We are a family. And we really take good care of our employees, so they have all all the benefits like the social insurance, right? What you have to do by law. But then I know there's employees in Thailand. A lot of Thai employees they deduct 50% of the social insurance from their monthly payment. They deduct this and this and this, and then we have also Burmese employees, right? So you have to do the visa for them, which is also very expensive, but we pay it all. I never deduct this from their salary. Also the social insurance, we pay it on top. But this is not the most important thing, but it's just like I believe that it should be the payment for your employees also should be good and enough for them. And you should not try, okay, I deduct a little bit here, I deduct a little bit there, or you made a mistake over here, you forgot to charge that 1 day extra for the motorbike with the guest, I deduct it from your salary or something like that. No. You can't work like this and then expect that your employees are honest and truthful, right? It's like give and take. So and then like at least for myself and also for my wife, then we are always prepared to give more and say, okay, it doesn't really matter, we take care of this, we do this and this and that, and so there also we do the extra mile. All our employees, they have a proper housing, right? They all live in a brick and mortar house, not in a corrugated iron shack, many, like where you look around the construction sites, all the workers, the Burmese, I feel sorry for them sometimes. Then they live in these shacks. It's hot, very bad, like. They have no toilets, or they like just like one toilet for 20 people, something like. We don't have this. Our employees, they live in a proper home.
Yes.
They have a proper roof over their head. It's a proper house or a flat where they are living. So they have good living conditions. They have running water. They have their own bathroom, toilet, and everything. So they have a home to go to when the job is done. Very important. And we also take care of their children. We send them to school. We make sure that they, the kids are okay. Pay extra like for their school, for their education. Many things that we do. I think it would take all day to tell you all the stories. But this is like what we do.
Yes.
And then again, I think this is why everything is working. And even though that if we have days where they have to do a lot, and it becomes really, really stressful, like when the resort is full, over weeks, and you have to give 100% every day. Sometimes people get tired, but even then they still keep going because they do it for us or for the family. It's that's the thing. It's the family thing, and love and empathy for each other.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you for today, Mr. Franky.
You're welcome.
You have some message for our viewer?
Yes, I have your viewers are all young people who want to become entrepreneurs and start their own business, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then, my message to you would be to do what you love and also do it by heart. Do it from the heart, with passion and love, and never let any other people tell you what you can do or what you can't do. You have to believe in yourself, because you're much, much stronger and much better than you think you are. The power is within you, and if you do something with love and passion, it will succeed, I'm quite sure. And I wish you all good luck.